We are coming off of break, and the party, responding back to environmental cues, ducked inside of a tunnel, popped a tiny hut, and we're having a very interesting conversation as we left off between two vampires, a spectator, and a flaming skull. Bonding has ensued in the form of healing and other such broad mechanical effects. Since some injuries to hit points are injuries, but could also
Mordecai won't believe that his dead wife is Noodles.
Noodles.
She's not Noodles. She's dead.
She's definitely
Or
Noodles.
maybe she's not. I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Uh,
And there's only one way. Forward. Or backwards. Or up. Or sideways.
Corinna's a demon. Maybe.
Made of noodles.
I hope you don't have to fight her at the end. That'd be really bad.
Damn it, Fidelity.
Alright, so.
I'm not sorry.
The effects of a short rest are gained, although time in itself is a little weird here. Bright was even figuring out that distance kind of also works, but doesn't. Distance is under maintenance. Also, oh my goodness, the Liching Hour. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome. Yeah, raid time, woo indeed. I have some raid fangs to bear to you all as a thank you for stopping by. And let's give a shout out to the Liching Hour. I hope you're having fun with your game. What were you playing? And we're just coming off of break, so you are here at a good time. We're just getting back into it. The party is recovering in a weird space-time area. They had a short rest inside a tunnel, and they've been fighting as well as answering riddles at the same time. Yes, welcome everyone, and thank you for the follow. Substances used. Oh, hi, Debbie. Good to see you. Oh, Debbie, that was very kind of you. Thank you very much for the bits. What I will do, you know what? That was very kind of Debbie. I will throw to you all. Whatever one of you claims it first dibs, I'll give you advantage on something. It'll be like a floating inspiration.
Alright.
Alright. So, Mordecai, the short rest, mechanically speaking, the short rest occurs. Although it, for all any of you know, in conversing, you left the circus and you were wandering for a while. The professor pretty much just left the hotel, went wandering around the desert, and then found the city, and then found you. In fact, Professor, now that you're thinking about it, you even passed by Kazimir on your journey, and yet he's been here for a while, seemingly baffled by that first statue. And then Bright has effectively formed an entire urban empire. With a New York accented Nalfeshni being kind of the liaison to the neighborhood. So there's a real weird disparity between distance and time passing. And time does pass. I mean, things have happened. You have measurable changes in yourselves. You know, as you walk, you can count to 10 and you are 10 whatevers away in the cave or down this lava path. So it works, but it doesn't necessarily work, or at least not as would be normal.
Well, that is hell for you.
That is other planes in general. We spent maybe a day or two in the Feywild and ended up months later.
Although, while you were in the Fey Cave, time itself didn't seem to pass because none of you got hungry or felt biological urges or things like that. So you acted, but it's as if nothing had happened for you. Now in here, I mean, time is passing. Mordecai, you were wandering in the wasteland between Shrine and Oiho for... I mean, you hoped it wasn't a long time. It was, you know, the city's, you know, was that way. You were walking towards it, but I don't know. Maybe you got lost when you were reading that book, that red leather book or whatever. But hey, you know what? The professor found you. You all returned. Bright had something out for you, Mordecai, for seemingly a while when you were let in by the guards, and the guards seemed to kind of be working for Bright, who's filling this power vacuum in Oiho. And again, Kazimir was out doing stuff when the professor found him. Even called for evac in a sense, but apparently that didn't turn out to the one that was summoned's favor. But then apparently Kazimir was here trying to figure this out right when you all arrived, and you all arrived at the same time, despite having different individual times. So,
Weird.
yeah. But there is a way forward. There's a way backward. You know, unless that theory of, you know, these things resetting hold any water. Though I don't know how much water's down here. However, your dome will come to an end. Mechanically, you did get a short rest, although, for all you know, it was the full extended 8 hours of your tiny hut. What would the party do?
So did we get a long rest or a short rest?
You got a short rest, but your dome did
Short
naturally
rest.
pop.
So it could have been. So we could have spent 10 minutes and got the effects of a short rest. We could have spent 10 hours and got the effects of a short rest.
Time is wibbly wobbly. I don't like it.
No, it's normally wibbly. It's not. It's wibbly wobbly on the regular plane. In this place, it's words that I can't say on stream because we're PG-13.
You can say them once.
You get one. Although remember, chat doesn't see our chat, so because it's covered by their chat, and they have to be PG-13 when they type. You don't have to.
There we go.
That's exactly what I was thinking. They thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great mind.
Great minds do think alike.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're fresh out of hut, so we should make progress.
Okay.
Moving. Yeah.
Marching order? Who's doing what? Oh, and by the way, the general circumference of this tunnel is as you see. So I guess the circumference isn't so much necessarily the width, but for those of you that fly, which as we established is pretty much all of you, it is always as tall in the center as it is wide. So it does kind of bulge out a little bit there, but then it narrows down as you turn around the corner. What could be around the corner, you don't know. And it is completely dark in this tunnel. But that doesn't necessarily affect all of you in various ways.
It doesn't really affect
It
us.
doesn't.
Bright as a 30
Yeah.
orb of pink light.
And
Yeah.
even outside of that, I have 120 feet of proper sight.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Dark vision out beyond that.
Sometimes they call me the Pink Lantern.
Hey, Lamau.
Hey.
Beefy boy should go in front. Kazimir.
Okay.
Oh, all right. Kasimir's voluntold to go out front.
I'm
And
I
I'll
was
follow
gonna go
behind him.
anyways.
I'll
I
follow
literally
behind
have no flesh of any kind. I'm not beefy in the slightest.
him. Not at all.
Okay.
The squishiest.
You're not even skin and bones, you're just bones.
Just bones.
bones and
Professor?
fire.
Nevertheless, I'll go second.
I will be going next.
Sure. Are you floating? Are you
I'm-
floating above Kazimir, or
We could,
Above and behind, yeah.
sure? Oh, okay.
And
So
I'll follow
you're
you.
floating over Mordecai, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
that
feel
works.
like if Bright flew in front of Kazimir, he might just start swiping at it like a cat with a bell. Just like, what the?
can
Right
train our
serves
reactions.
as our torch.
Yeah. I can't be too far back. I'm the light source.
All right. Then, as you
Oh, light source.
doop-a-doop, doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doo. You turn around, Kazimir, in a voice that's directed to you, yet everyone can hear. I need you to roll a d20. An 8.
8.
All
I'm
right.
trying to work backwards on my desk and knocking everything over.
Oh no. So Kazimir, you turn the corner and there's a rumble from around the corner in the cave, and the rumble that all of you can hear is as follows: "What can you?" And then I need you all to roll initiative for me, please. And
Spending a +1 for a 12.
What a coincidence! I'm spending one of my +1s too. And
Hey.
I will mark those off. So that one was to me, and this one's to the professor. And oh, haha! The DM's +1. Thanks to all of you who are who are feeding the DM. I have a handful of these that I fully intend to open up on you all with in this tunnel. So what is going to happen? The riddle begins, Mordecai. You hear the beginning of the words, and this, however, this statue itself does seem to come to life as it. This one wasn't really oozing the. It was like cooled down, but it kind of gets up, and you just hear a lot of gravelly, rocky sounds, and it is going to hawk a draconic loogie at you.
Oh,
I like this. I don't like this at all.
However, an 18, I think, is going to splash against your silvery skin. It must have, it just woke up. That's its excuse. It kind of deflects and smashes into the side of the cave here. And it is going to, it's not going to move. It's going to stand here. And we are now going to go to Mordecai. Mordecai, what do?
I need to jump in first.
Oh.
Did my mage armor, is it still up?
How long does it last? 8 hours? 10?
8 hours.
It lasts 8 hours, yeah.
Yeah, your mage armor's still up.
Okay, good. That's all.
What do? It blew a big ol' loogie at Kazimir,
Yeah.
but missed.
So I didn't take any damage?
Yeah, yeah, no, you didn't. It spit.
Okay.
It wasn't a magic fireball, but it hawked a flaming loogie at you, and you batted it aside with your battle axe.
Okay.
Garbage.
Flame.
Okay. You're gonna kind of like whip around the corner here and pew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Pew pew. Or more like a swing
Ooh.
and a crackling of fire. Swing and a crackling of fire.
What save is this? It quickly encases itself in its wings, and the sacred flame seemingly deals no damage to it. Or whatever the half. I think the half is nothing. So
then it disables like a sacred flame.
Although that was only a little bit. Like, are you dashing forward, casting, and then are you going back to the back line, or do you want to stay there?
I'm gonna stay out of line of sight.
Sure. Okay, no problem. You do just that. And
I'm gonna inspire Kazimir again.
all right, Kazimir. Oh. And then Professor, what are you doing?
2 eyes around the corner and 2 eye rays for the thing.
He's just sort of bend them around. Your body's over here, but
I can do that.
yeah, that's fine.
Constitution save first, please.
Certainly.
Bob.
22.
That's a pass. Another Constitution save.
That probably won't. And what is irate number 2?
It is paralyzed for a minute.
Oh, all right.
It can repeat the save at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on a success.
Cool.
So, just as a thing now, Kazimir, run at it. Run at it right now.
Attacks have advantage and
they auto crit with it. They auto crit if the creature's within 5 feet. So run up and hit it.
Well, wouldn't you know, Kazimir is next. Boop. You wheel around the corner.
I don't know how long it's gonna stay paralyzed.
So let me just hit it a few times.
Yep.
A 24 and a 19.
Hit and hit. Ooh,
Hey!
nice crit on the tail whip.
That's my second kill today.
So you do need to roll another another 3d8. Because the 24, the 19, and the 19, and the Colossus Slayer all count as critical hits.
It is paralyzed.
Thanks to the paralysis. So, 15, 29, 34, 47, 59 damage.
There you go.
This man.
Man, Kazimir is putting the smackdown on this thing. All right.
Boy.
All right. Well then, unless there's any other tricks up your sleeve, Kazimir, we have Bright Skull. What would you like to do, Bright?
Ooh, it's me. Is there room for me, like here, to make? Could I reach it from there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was gonna move myself, but that's fine.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Unfortunately, I don't really have that much in the way of melee attacks, but I do have Shocking Grasp.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Double crit miss. Oh my goodness. So I guess Kazimir hit it so hard, you went up to spit sparks at it like one of those little walking robots that your rock gnome cousin makes, and like I don't know, Kazimir like lops off the part that was going to come into contact with your electricity, and it just doesn't connect.
Yeah, I'm not very. Like I said, this was easier when I had hands. Shocking It's just not getting it done. I will sheepishly slink back.
Sure.
Okay, well that was fun. Somebody else can take their turn now.
Okay. Well then, this is going to be
just a save and nothing else.
Yeah, it'll be back to me. Can a creature talk while paralyzed?
No.
Okay. It is going to make a save at the end of its turn. That was con, right?
Yep.
16.
Still failed.
All right. Oof. Now, rinse and repeat, I guess. Mordecai, then Cypher, then Kazimir, then Bright.
I'm moving right here, and I'm going to shoot it with a guiding bolt. Because why not? I have advantage.
Pew.
Yeah, we'll do that at level 1.
26 does hit.
And then I
It
need
does-
another 48.
Doesn't crit because you have to be within 5 feet for that to.
Oh, does it? Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Melee
do, however,
counts
get
as
the.
crits.
You do get the. Yeah, it's So the paralyzed condition is, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Ah, okay. Well, it's radiant damage anyway, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And the next attack roll has advantage, but
Yeah.
Anyway.
Super advantage.
Regardless of whether or not it saves from paralysis or not.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go next to Professor.
cool. I'm gonna float up.
Yes.
I am- Bonus action. I'm a hex it. I'm gonna hex its constitution. Why not?
You're a bad spectator.
And then I'm going
Constitution
to.
checks, not Constitution saves.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. Yeah, no, it's not that bad. But then I'm gonna chomp on it twice.
Nom, nom, nom.
Using the longsword teeth configuration.
Ooh, yeah, that's gross. I like it. Ooh,
Ooh!
a natural crit, even though you... All right, so both
Yep.
of those are gonna hit. Your
Yep,
teeth and like...
So, give me a moment.
Almost like an alien mouth coming out and...
Okay, so 14 and 8 is 22, 24. Now I need to roll another d8 for the first one. 30, and then 4d6 from the hex. So 41 points of damage in a mixture of slashing and necrotic.
Noted.
And then I'm gonna jet back over here and make that be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Go ahead and motorize the hell out of this thing, Kazimir.
Battle X. Colossus Slayer.
Man, y'all are getting all these natural green numbers too now.
So that's
All of those hit
An
because
extra.
you all are rolling insanely high.
so you need an extra 2d8 and a d4. So 12 and 16 is 28, 32, 39, 48 points of damage.
Paralysis sucks, y'all.
Yeah, don't get paralyzed.
Don't get paralyzed.
Don't get paralyzed.
It's just there like twitching, like its eyes are just... they're flaring up with draconic fire. What's your damage total then?
That's 48.
48. All right.
Because math.
It is still up. It's still twitching and looking furious. All right. Well, if that was Kazimir, then I believe we're down to Bright.
Do you want to try one
Okay.
more time, Brett?
I don't know. Maybe I should.
She's so demoralized.
Oh, poor Brett.
her little like even her fire is just kind of like limped, and it's just like
Yeah, my floofs are drooping.
Drooping floops.
Drooping fire floofs.
I mean,
Hey, drooping floof is a legitimate like concern among the gnomes of Uct. Like that's
It's a medical condition.
Yeah.
Pickle problem, drooping floof.
yep.
Okay.
Game is so
Alright.
silly.
Well, I guess I'll try again.
Okay.
You got this, Bright. I believe in you.
What?
17.
17.
I just gonna crit.
17 is not enough to get through its AC.
Wow.
Oh wait, does it miss?
Yeah, I
Yes.
missed again.
Oh, I mean, at the very least, it wasn't a double nat one. Like,
It's uncanny though, the double 17 on that though. Like this is. All right. Well.
that,
My
that
clips
is
are drooping even more.
Yeah. It's just poor.
It's very sad.
Mordecai just pets her.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, Bright.
Oh.
But it's now its turn, and it gets to make another Constitution
Yeah.
save.
I would like to. I'm gonna spend one of my +1s on that.
Yeah, go ahead. That's more than fine. I got so much value from that one eye. If you break out now, I don't care.
20.
Yep, that's
Alright.
a pass. So it is now free, but that is the end of its turn.
It is the end of its turn. Yes, that's true.
Do we get
I
another
mean-
piece of the riddle now?
It happened at the end of its turn, so you're gonna have to wait for more riddle.
Ah, crap. All
Or you
right.
can paralyze me.
If I paralyze it again, it won't talk.
I don't care. I'm just gonna keep hitting it.
Continue wailing on this thing.
Yeah, I mean,
I
Kazimir
think
doesn't care.
Kazimir's probably just.
This is the
Kazimir's
sandbag
probably
in
thinking,
Smash
"This is
Brothers. He
the
just
one
wants to
I've got
measure
you."
his DPR.
Yeah. So he's just like
Kazimir's
this is the
wrong
fun
with
I've had
the
stuff
brain,
got
okay.
here.
Top of the initiative. Mordecai.
Oh, it's my turn. I'm gonna bonus action Inspire Bright.
Oh.
Joe
My
Fire
flippers are
and
drooping just a little less.
Yeah, just. Okay.
There. It's fine. It's fine. You got this. I believe in you. That's exactly what he says. And then I am gonna cast Bane on it.
Ooh. That's not even a save I get. You just inflict that on me, don't you?
It is a wisdom save.
Oh, it is a wisdom.
It's a wisdom.
It's a
Or
wisdom
charisma.
save.
No, it's a charisma. save.
Charisma. Sorry, charisma.
Oh. Charisma, I get this number. Ooh, not that number. That was an extra number. I'm floating a couple. I'm gonna spend one. Let
Be
me-
nice to me.
Fair.
let me clear that.
but it
Oh,
still
boo!
doesn't
That's
pass.
oh wow.
So every attack roll or saving throw it makes before.
I needed an 18,
Up to
didn't
the
I?
next-
Was I off by one?
Yeah.
Ah. All right.
Everything saves and attack rolls are neg D4 now.
All right.
So yeah. With that in mind, I'm gonna go right here and be out of sight.
Okay. Yep. You dip behind the curve there. That is then going to take us to the professor.
Cool. Bonus action. I'm going to switch configurations from super long longsword teeth to super spinning heavy crossbow teeth, and I'm gonna make 2 attacks with said crossbow teeth.
I shoot your teeth at him. All right.
Yep.
Oh, I mean, sure, just naturally crit. That's cool. Yeah. All right. You about the 26 hits for sure. Y'all are walloping
Okay.
this thing. My gosh. Even if it wasn't paralyzed,
So-
it's like mid 20s. Does that hit?
19 damage, and then I get 3d6 from the hex, 2d6 normally, one of them's a crit.
Oh, this is gonna be
12. So that's 19, 29, 31.
31.
We're not all walloping it.
Well,
Bright's
Team
having
effort.
a hard time.
I'm doing enough
And I'm
walloping
giving
for
her
you to
pets
fly.
because she's having
Look.
a hard time.
Look, performance
Um,
issues not uncommon. 1 out of 5.
all right. That actually, this thing just crumbles.
You just see Cypher literally spitting his teeth in it.
Yeah. It
then,
hit all the
there's,
stress
magically
fractures and
regrowing.
it's a pile of rubble that kind of fills halfway up, so you can climb over it. But
Okay.
but there's
kind of
no
feel bad about
voice that's continuing the riddle.
Oh, I hope the wall isn't there.
Only way to
Kazmir's
know.
gonna go
Forward
try to
right
run the
now.
wall.
Okay.
Well,
And by that I
feel
mean
sheepish.
move forward at a leisurely pace.
You're gonna float after him.
Yep.
Okay. do 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 do. We're just all sneaking up. It is much better when you all do it because we get this little caterpillar action. All right. So Kazimir, what are you doing now? You're walking forward.
Yeah. It doesn't run
Kazimir,
into the wall.
there is one magical point of bludgeoning damage inflicted on you, and I also need you to roll. I also need you to roll 1d20.
Oh, please say that my stroke of genius didn't just halt our progress.
A
4.
4. All right. So, this is what we're going to do. There has been a slight complication as the riddle giver has been defeated. But this can cause demoralizing effects. However, there might be ways that you all can still try and I don't know, work through this. You let me know what your character would like to try in order to do this. You know so far that the riddles have been delivered in 3 parts, and of course all of you are going to hear this next one. But of course, Kazimir, this is spoken to you in particular. And we start with the famous opener for a riddle of what is.
Okay, so first we need to get past this wall. I'm thinking I might take a look around the cave to see if I can't find any other parts of the riddle. Maybe it was written down somewhere in here. On the rubble, maybe?
Quick question.
Oh, what's your question?
Can I touch the wall without damage? Just like
I
put a
tried
hand on it.
I tried that previously and I still got damaged.
Yeah, it's still like even through a tool. I mean, it's why you don't pee on an electric fence. You're still gonna get zapped. So
Okay.
it is still causing the bludgeoning damage. So it's sort of like a magical pulse that kind of travels through, but it does give you a little zap. And 1 second here while I go to the thing and put the thing on the map. This will work. There we go. That's the thing. Okay. So it begins the riddle, and from somewhere behind you is a weird kind of a guttural chittering that is echoing up through, and I need initiatives from you all.
Oh boy, and our backs are against the wall. Yay!
And this little duder is going... not quite so little. This little duder is going on a... Bright... PCs get the tiebreaker, so Bright gets to do something before I do something.
That's good.
So there is kind of like a chittering, guttural vibration coming from behind you, as it seems like there's something that's been spawned into the cave with you.
we should look around for the rest of that riddle first.
Can we see the bottom of the pit?
What do you mean the bottom of the pit?
Like the bottom of this, wherever this leads. Do we see the bottom of it?
Oh yeah. It is in the distance as you saw it on the more like the splash page that had the illustration. You see that there is this entrance area to the building. Now from here, you wouldn't be able to because it goes around a curve and you can't get past the mouth of the mouth of the cave. Let me go.
I have a thought. But it's a long shot.
Well, if you want to enact it, I need Bright to do something, and then I will take my turn.
Yeah, okay, I didn't realize. I thought we were still waiting on...
No, you're tied with the monster, but PC gets tiebreaker.
Yeah, okay. So, I'm gonna move up just a little bit of this far, and I'm gonna go ahead and ready a firebolt. If
Sure.
something comes around the corner, I'll firebolt it.
Got it. Okay. My What's-a-Doodle is going to get to do something, and it is going to... move up to a particular speed. You can get your fireball off.
It's a bolt, not a ball.
Oh, I'm sorry, a fire. I'm so used to I'm so used to the ball. Ooh,
29.
there we
I think
go.
that'll probably
Yeah,
hit.
that does hit.
14 damage.
Okay. Your firebolt slams into this thing, and it hisses as it looks like the entire thing is like coated in or made from ice. And your fire is consumed by the ice, leaving no scorch marks behind. And what's going to happen is it's gonna look around. It's gonna make a weird kind of a vulgar chittering, and right here in front of you, sealing the cave, is a wall of ice that just forms and in front of Bright.
So separating itself from me.
Correct. All of you are now contained here, and it is on the outside. That's its turn. Which means
that
we're going to move
you
to,
bring it to me.
Professor. Yes.
I would like to make a perception check
Okay.
to look for anything, any parts of that other riddle. The one that we accidentally defeated the teller of.
Yeah, accidentally.
That's a 20.
You're scanning around, and in this area, there's, well, it's an official stream now. We got a cat.
Yep.
There's, the only thing that you see besides this natural quote-unquote cave wall, is the ice wall, and then the pile of, whoops, that's not the select tool. The pile of rubble here, that's where you all just absolutely decimated this, or not even decimated. You completely just broke this, apart from the others, this one seemingly like came to life, or like it itself became the monster. But yeah, that you don't see any notes or carvings or runes or anything along those lines.
Professor, do you think it's still alive in there?
The creature, the one that we just
Yeah, do you think it's still alive in there, or is it
possibly?
Kaboom? Okay.
All right. Anything else, Professor, or are we moving on?
No, we're moving on.
All right, Kazimir. You got an invisible bludgeon wall, and you have a wall of ice, and you have a thing talking to you, and all sorts of weirdness. What are you doing?
Is the wall of ice all the way up?
Yeah, it's completely like it's filling the cave.
Oh, now I don't know what to do. I only work when there's something to hit.
You want to hold your action? The first thing you can hit that's not a party member?
Okay, but is the ice see-through?
That's a good question. 1 second. No, it is opaque. You cannot see through it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hold an action. I'm going to viciously attack the first enemy that appears.
Okay. All right, then that's going to bring us down to Mordecai.
It's a long shot, but I'm gonna try and dispel the wall that's in front of us.
Okay.
Not the wall of ice, the wall of magic, right?
The wall of magic that's keeping us from moving forward.
Yeah.
So I remake. I'm casting it at level 3, so if it's above level 3, do I make a skill check?
Your dispel magic goes off, but there doesn't seem to be a target.
Doesn't seem to be a target.
Yeah, it's not interacting with anything that's magical. That's a perfectly natural response.
I don't even get a spell check for that. I don't know. Okay. Well, there's a spell.
No, it's because the wall itself isn't magic. Isn't magical. It's not a spell.
Yeah, it must be something else.
Can dispel lots of different things.
Yeah, read the text. Choose any creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends.
Well, if I'd have known that, I wouldn't have done that.
I mean, I'll let you dispel a sorcerer's origin in my game, but in this game, that's not how it works.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
was pretty
that
evil
blood
when
you
that
have? Welcome to the real world, Normie.
Dispel a sorceress origin. That's a pretty dick move. It's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm just gonna take your powers from you now.
It was an NPC, it's fine.
Poor NPC. Alright, so while the spell has been used, it may very well give clue or insight into things that are going on. While that may not take the edge off in the immediacy, there might be long-term ramifications for what you discovered. Okay. Anything else, Mordecai? Or are we going to cycle?
Nope, that's it. That's all I was trying to do.
All right. We are at the top of... we're at the top of the... Yep. But you are going to get a... Well, it'll speak at the top, but then you get to act, and then monster goes. And let's see. You rolled... Kazimir rolled a 4. I want to make sure I get the right what is. All right. It continues to speak very ponderously, adding a part of the riddle every 6 seconds. What is full of holes? That is top of the initiative. Now it is Bright's turn.
Yeah.
Our plans.
Yeah, lots of things are full of holes.
You want to shout out an answer?
I'm gonna need another clue.
Okay. You could try searching for clues, or if you want to use your turn to shout something out, maybe you can. Y'all haven't seen if anything happens when you answer incorrectly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and not answer incorrectly.
Okay.
Let's see. So here's the fun thing. The wall of ice is probably going to take fire damage from being next to me, because it is vulnerable to fire damage. And I put off an aura of fire damage.
Oh.
No, I don't. I lied. I thought I did, but that's actually if I cast Investiture of Flame. I don't actually have that naturally as a flame skull. I lied. I just glow. That's all. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna come over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and take the dodge action.
Okay.
And I guess I'll just wait for the rest of the riddle. That's all.
Okay. I am going to do something, and there are sounds coming from the other side of the wall, and that's what you get. We now proceed back to your all's turn. So it is going to be Professor.
Gonna hold some eye rays.
Okay. And that, by Professor, I mean Kazimir.
I'm gonna use all of my movement to pace back and forth in front of this wall.
Okay. Timp. Mordecai.
I'm also holding attack action.
If I were to set off a sacred flame on like a rock right here, would it go through?
You haven't tried.
That's what I'm gonna try, because I'm out of whatever.
Sure. You want to light up a rock out here?
Yeah, because what I was going to do isn't gonna work.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It's a sacred flame.
I'm sorry. That's not. I was thinking of the. Yeah. Anyway. Well, it's a rock. So I don't think it's gonna dodge out of the way of a sacred flame. It glows? Not glows. It's not the glow one. It's not the target. Yeah, you pew the rock.
And the sacred flame manifests past the wall.
Yeah.
I have a thought. What if we teleport?
Many fall in the face of chaos, but not this one.
I mean, we can just
Not
wait for the
today.
riddle. It'll come out in just a minute or two.
That'll get the one that's past us, isn't it? You don't.
I mean, we're safe in here now, so we might as well solve that riddle and see what happens. And if it, if it's not this wall, if it's some other wall, then hey, we'll be ahead of that other wall. We can teleport then.
I'm running out of spell slots.
All the more reason to save your teleport.
Yeah.
All right. Mordecai's got that itchy casty finger, but Bright's trying to talk wisdom.
He's getting that. I'm running out of fuel. I'm tired.
I don't think you've ever tried feeding on a spectator before. I think it has blood.
No.
No? Oh.
No.
I wonder what that would do to you. Okay.
I don't want it.
Just
wow,
so you know,
Professor, wow. Are you going to take that?
definitely no blood here. Just putting that out there. No blood.
All right. The third part of the riddle is spoken to all of you, but especially to Kazimir. And it goes as follows. What is full of holes but still holds water? And it is Bright's turn.
I don't like going right after the riddle because then I don't have time to think about it.
You got to do something.
Yeah. I don't know this one right offhand, so I'm gonna have to think about it. So instead, I'll just hold a firebolt in case something that is one of the party members moves. I can shoot it.
Okay. Then we go to the
Okay, that's
professor. Wait, professor's next?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think the monsters are next, and then.
Oh, I'm sure it is monsters. Never mind. So this
I am
is.
monster.
You heard some like scraping and a ruckus outside, and what is going to happen is that ice wall shakes and begins to scrape forward towards you, Bright. I mean, that's not specifically because you're just the first one there that it would hit. But it seems as if it's being pushed along the inside of the tunnel.
Oh, it's attempting to crush us against the wall.
And what I need you to do, Bright, is... I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as this wall is like... and it's like the ice is scraping and everything as it's being pushed. That will not be enough, so I need you to take... 37 cold damage.
Ooh.
And you are pushed there.
Okay.
It seems like one more. If it gets another push like this, it's going to squish you all up against the wall. So that's the one bludgeoning damage, which is more the insult to the injury to this like super sub-zero ice cold wall that is even like steaming up against Bright. However, that's my monster's turn, and now we're going to come back to the professor.
I would like to solve the riddle.
Okay.
The answer is a sponge.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. The ice wall and whatever was pushing it disappears.
Oh, that's good news. So, funny story, I happen to be immune to cold damage.
There we go then. All right. Oh, so your fire's not external. You internalize it.
Yeah, that's right.
All right.
All of the anger she feels.
I don't feel anger. It's more of a sort of gnawing emptiness.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
All right. There is presumably still a barrier, unless one of you wants to test it. But the thing that was manifested behind you is gone. So you...
I touched the barrier.
1 magical bludgeoning damage. But that one
Still
seems
there.
to have been sated.
All right, so we need to look for hints to the riddle.
So, Professor, can you show me the little piece that you salvaged? Because we got like half of this riddle. It was like, what can you, and then some like letters MPKB, and then there was nothing else.
Oh, that was just a note for initiative.
Oh, that wasn't part of the riddle. Okay.
No, sorry.
So we got, so it's what can you, but then that's all, right? That's all we got from that.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what you got.
Okay, but Professor, you still have the piece, right?
Yeah.
Can you show it to me? Like I want to inspect it.
Yeah, I'll shipwreck the piece.
Okay.
Yeah. So can you give me a rundown of what we've got here, what we're dealing with?
Yeah. So the single piece that we have is it's typed up. Give me just a second. Yeah, what can you, and then
that was it.
Yeah, that was the only piece that we've got so far. I'm still looking for another one.
Okay, but the what can you, like, that was something that it said before it died, right? I mean,
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So what is in the piece? I'm still completely lost as to what this piece is.
You mean it was a piece of the
signifies.
riddle, you mean? Like the piece of the riddle is what can you?
I thought you had like a special like piece of the rock
Oh.
from the statue that was still like.
There's just rubble here. Any of you can grab it.
But there's
I said
not.
I was looking through the statue.
Yeah.
I was looking through the statue to see if I could find anything, but I didn't have the chance to do that before the creature got dropped on us.
Okay, I thought you had like a special like rock that was still like.
But
No.
Brighton Professor.
Maybe I can find one, though.
If you're pondering over this now, this could also be assisted perhaps by a bardic inspiration if Mordecai didn't already throw one to one of you two. But one of you
Yeah,
could
I've
make
got
an
one.
investigation at advantage because you're both trying to noodle over this.
Yeah, I'll make that investigation, and I'll use my bardic because I've still
Ooh.
got one from Mordecai.
Okay.
What's your investigation modifier? Yeah.
It's D10, right?
Bardic.
Yes.
Yep, D10.
27.
27.
So you're thinking about it. There's been some kind of a
Many
a
fall in the face
correlation.
of chaos, but not this one.
Oh,
Not today.
Salfang, thank you very much for the host. There's been some kind of a correlation between the riddle / answer and perhaps what it is that has been manifested. Like they kind of complement each other in some way. And this one has been different than the others because this one was actually put in the path, not just off to the side.
Wow.
It still acted, upon detecting you, it did begin the riddle sequence, as per normal, but this one was different because it was directly in the path, and seemingly the only way through it was just that. It was through it. If you got the first part,
I've got it.
What can
I
you?
think I've got it. I think I've got it.
It might end up with something like, what can you fight, destroy, break, sunder? if we're talking about like tangential things.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there was no other clues besides maybe the existence of it that was given to that prompt, because you didn't see really anything else that it did.
I've got it. I've that's actually enough information for me to figure it out. So, just so that we all get it, what's the difference between this and every other one?
I mean, if you know the answer, just say the answer.
We need the default.
The riddle is what can you break without touching it, and the answer is a promise.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I don't know how you
I'm gonna touch the
were
barrier.
able to get the rest of that, but sure, why not?
Kazimir, you fail to touch the barrier.
Yeah, it worked.
Huh.
I am big brain. I am the big brain.
Well done, Professor.
Yeah, I don't
I
don't understand how you were able to guess the rest of the riddle from just that first part of it, but sure, why not? I mean, it worked.
It worked.
Yes, it did.
Big
But no,
brain. Congratulations.
I out of character, I do know some things about riddles, and the professor being a intellectually and academically inclined as he is, but also know quite a number of riddles.
Sure.
And given that the riddle speaker itself was standing in the way, and that hint about breaking, what can you break without touching it is a relatively common riddle. So that's how. So it was a little bit of assumption and guesswork based off of commonality, but also with the information that we managed to noodle out from the investigation check. So I'm not gonna lie, it was actually partially a guess that kind of paid off.
There you go.
But I mean, hey, if it works.
Yeah, sure.
Bright,
Why
do
not?
you?
Forward.
Yeah, do you want to move forward, or are you stuck in a paradox loop?
No, I can move forward. I just wasn't looking at that. Wasn't looking at the roll 20 right then. That's all.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna continue moving forward because we beat this riddle too, so there shouldn't be a wall here.
Yeah, that is presumably correct. Though Kazimir looks like he's willing to bonk one for the team. Kazimir, are you boldly walking forward?
Yeah.
Trepidly walking forward, not bold, but that's fine. It's still forward. Okay.
I want to go up again.
Sure. Yeah, you can. You're out of the tunnel. All right.
I like up. Up is my favorite direction.
Kazimir, right about there. Probably more like right about there. There's a voice directed at you, yet everyone can hear it. And I need you to roll a d20.
Three. I've gotten low rolls.
This one won't really work with the setting.
You want me to reroll?
Nope. We'll do. I'm gonna drop down to this the third one in the other part of the list here. All right. What we're going to do, because lethality does have to get going here, I'm going to drop the first part of the riddle, and then we'll leave it here for you all to ponder. When we come back, we can pick up where we left off. You all can interact with this thing as you will, and you do see that it seems as if there's a home stretch. So after whatever happens here, you have two that are flanking the entrance to the pit up here. So you can think about that as well. But when we come down here, The voice speaks. What has many? And before anything materializes into this weird place, we'll stop for this Tuesday, and we'll pick it up again next Tuesday. I want to... Hey, Lethality, I know you got to get going, so thank you for being here.
Yes.
Go and do your thing over at Gathering of Nerds. I'm going to give you a preemptive shout-out, because that's going to make a link over to your all's channel. And when you go live, you're going to post on our Discord, right?
Yep. Definitely will.
Oops. Oh, no. I misspelled it. Shout-out. Gathering of Nerds. There we go. So, I want to thank you all out there in the audience for being a part of this Tuesday. I hope that you also enjoyed coming along on this riddle/fight as they've been progressing closer and closer to the pit. We're going to pick it up here with whatever this next encounter is going to be. And I am willing to bet that they're going to make it to the pit this coming Tuesday. Unless something weird happens. But when does that ever happen in D&D? I mean, you'd have to just roll like double crit fails or something all the time. Just to baffle reality.